And welcome back, everyone.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
No.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
Well, what you waiting for? Give it to the girl, quickly.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down. Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other two stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, Josh Stobart?
The patient is sounding more like her old self already. Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called KETCH'S Landing.
Right, this is going to be the last video in this session of play at this moment, I should say. But we're going to have a look around and just do a few bits just to get this bit going.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Let's go up to the house, shall we? In fact, no. No, we will. We'll go up to the house.
Two old ladies were sitting outside the house, enjoying afternoon tea. Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea. Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Well, there's various options, but I'm just going to choose the right one.
Yes, I am.
In fact, before I do that, I'm going to save the game there. And we're going to go on this for this video for about 10 minutes just to get going with this bit, just to get, you know, various people
It
spoken
was a
to.
net left to dry in the sunshine. I didn't want a fishing net. The kid looked about 11 or 12. He was fishing with the intense concentration of someone who had all the time in the world.
Fuck me.
Hi. Is this KETCH'S Landing?
Yeah, man. You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name. No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Branson's doing.
The guy with the theodolite?
Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They're going to regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Huh. So we can't do anything with Rio for the time being, but we can talk to various people just to get this bit, like I said before, going. And this is around about 7 minutes, and I just want to get this bit going, get a few things spoken about, so then I'm ready to go in the next video, in the next session, which will be doing this bit and Zombie Island. Doing this bit.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else will I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Okay, so I've just said about Zombie Island. Yeah, that is another location in the game, and the next session will be going on to that point, and also be doing Nico's location. Obviously, we know that we're here. We know that this is KETCH'S location, but where has he hidden the stone? Because it fell into his possession. Well, Zombie Island plays a big part in that, and it is a location we'll be going to. And as I've just said that, I just thought I'd let you guys know, for those who haven't played.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century...
Hold it! The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Approximately.
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
A wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay? Say, was that kid giving you trouble?
The Fisher boy? No, he was very polite.
Ha! He's a juvenile delinquent. I suppose he told you I was a crook.
Say yes for kicks.
Yeah, he did, now you mention it.
One of these days, that kid's gonna have a boating accident. Even if I have to hold his head under myself.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
Catch you later, Bronson. A cute little putty tad. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball. Hi, Puss. Want to play? Hey, cat, watch where you're putting those claws.
Talk to the sisters again and talk about the cat.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
This is quite funny.
Not when they draw blood. Do you think I need a tetanus shot?
I can assure you, sir, that dear old Ruddles carries no infections.
Maybe not, but it's a vicious, bad-tempered brute. You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again,
How come Ketch never made it home?
because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with the trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo!
Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate.
But he did show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the sisters.
Okay, so we've reached the 15-minute mark, and I'm going to call that a video. I'm going to thank you all, as usual, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video and next session. So, take care, and I'll see you then.